Troy and Adam Selwood have committed suicide. It is tragic, but they won't be remembered as great leaders, as great mentors, as loyal partners, and a great father. They won't be remembered for any of these things. Maybe in the AFL community by some. But the fact of the matter is the AFL need to take accountability for it, and they lack integrity. They lack integrity that they didn't do something about it, and that they don't have mindfulness and self-awareness training within their training. You know, it's a ball. It's a ball. People use football. They use work. They use their mobile phones. They use lots of things to quieten the monkey mind, that internal chatter. It didn't work for them. So how do we quieten the monkey mind? We don't do it through hard work. We don't do it through AFL. We don't do it through watching Netflix or surfing. I love surfing. We don't do it through other things. We do it through meditation. The ability to quieten the mind so we can be an observer of that not good enough. To be an observer of that internal chatter rather than be dictated and triggered by it, which they were. They have smiles on their faces. They come across as happy people. They weren't. Maybe the club is part of the problem. You know, the Lions, West Coast and Geelong. Maybe you've got to be accountable. Maybe you've got to look at your integrity around self-awareness and mindfulness and meditation. You know, what practices have you got? What experts have you got involved in the organisation? I heard someone say, oh, there's no book on this. Yes, there is a book on this. There's a huge amount of research into meditation, into self-awareness and mindfulness, to be an observer of that not good enough, to be an observer of that internal chatter, rather than be dictated and triggered by it. They were tortured. They were tortured within their internal chatter. Does the family have to take a little bit of accountability? I think so. And I think parents need to know that self-awareness and mindfulness is one of the best gifts that you can give your children. So, lacking integrity, it just smells of it. When you lack integrity in something, the first thing you need to do is acknowledge it. To acknowledge your lack of integrity, to actually put systems and processes in place. But then you need to take action in the future so it doesn't happen again. What are you doing so this won't happen again? What actions are you taking in the AFL to make sure this doesn't happen again? Something's got to be done, and someone's got to speak real about it. They were unhappy people, and the impact that they've left is not resiliency and leadership. It's giving up, and it's not having the skill set to be able to define what they're talking about within themselves. They were not mindful or self-aware people. And that's the fact. It's a tragedy.